Summer is here, and if you don't want your Tesla turning into a $50,000 easy bake oven, you better listen up. Alright, that probably won't happen, but there are some things that you should not do with your Tesla in those hot summer months, so let's go ahead and talk about them. And the first of those is that you should not expect to get the full EPA range out of your Tesla. Now this is true both in extreme cold and extreme heat. You're just not going to get as much range as advertised. And even if you're not using the air conditioning all the time, the Tesla still needs to work to maintain battery temperatures. If you've ever gone to a supercharger on a hot summer day, you probably know what I'm talking about. Those Tesla fans are loud, they're kicking, and they're just cooling the batteries down for optimal charging speeds. But this just happens on those hot summer days, whether you're charging or just driving. The fans need to work to cool down the battery. Now this may be a hot take, but hear me out. This one will save you a lot of battery, like a ton of battery. Cabin overheat protection will keep your interior at a certain temperature no matter how hot it is outside. So for example, if you set it at 100 degrees, the AC or the fan, whatever you set it at, will kick on to maintain the interior cabin temperature at 100 degrees. And this sounds great, but if you leave your car in the sun on a hot summer day, your interior can get up to like 140. I've even seen 150 degrees Fahrenheit, which can be scary. But imagine how hard the Tesla has to work to bring it from 140 to under 100. And if it's doing that throughout the entire day, that's going to use a lot of AC and therefore use a ton of battery. But if you don't want your cabin smoking hot when you get in, I understand, and that's what my next point is for. What most people don't do that you should do is take advantage of the climate controls in your Tesla app. From the Tesla app, from anywhere in the world, you don't gotta be in Bluetooth range, you can cool down your cabin, and if you have the option, you can also cool down your seats as well. You can also use the app to vent your windows, and you can see the live temperature from inside your cabin right here on the app, so you can watch it cool down in real time. So while cabin overheat protection will keep your cabin cool all hours of the day, if you just manually do it from the app before you get in, it will save you all that battery and you'll still have a cool cabin for when you're ready to get in your car. Now the fourth thing you should do to take care of your Tesla in the summer, I see a lot of people skip out on this, especially here in Vegas, but even in any warmer climate, you would definitely want to get a roof shade. And you have three options here. The first one, a general roof shade, super easy to install, just some clip-ons here. It takes a few minutes, but if you want to enjoy the sun on the cooler days and take this on and off, it could be a hassle to take it on and off regularly, although it takes a few minutes. But if you want something you can take on and off regularly, you should look into a retractable roof shade, which is a little more expensive. Not too bad to install, but again, this one you can open and close it whenever you want. So if you want to enjoy the sun on a cooler day, you can do that with a retractable roof shade. Now, if you are a little bit bougie, you can get an automatic roof shade, which can open or close with the touch of a button. To install this is quite a bit of a process. You can definitely do it DIY, but you got to take some things apart to get the electrical system. But it is the most bougie and probably best option, but also the most expensive. I also highly recommend a windshield shade, even if you're not in a climate like here in Vegas. You want to protect that computer that controls everything in your car at all costs. You don't want the sun beating through your windshield on that computer all day. So getting a windshield shade to protect that on those hot summer days is super important. And Tesla windshields are a little bit bigger than your average car, so I recommend getting a windshield shade that will cover your Tesla specifically. It'll fit really well, and if you're not sure where to find it, I'll leave links to everything I mentioned in the description down below. Now number 5, I want to talk about window tint, because you definitely want to get them tinted, but you want to get a quality window tint as well. Now when it comes to kinds of tints, ceramic is the best at heat retention. I say it's worth the investment. When it comes to the Tesla itself, you want to get the windows, probably the windshield. The roof may not be necessary because it does have some UV protection. Not so much heat protection, but if you get one of those roof shades, you can save some money and just leave the roof how it is. Now the sixth thing you want to do in the summer with your Tesla is to schedule your at-home charging. Now if you have a time of use electricity rate, it's already smart to do this to charge overnight to save some money. But even if you don't want to be charging your Tesla it's already working hard in the summer to cool your battery down during the hottest parts of the day. You can do this from your Tesla menu. If you go to schedule and charging, you can set for when you want your car to stop and start charging, no matter how long it's plugged in for. So if you set it from midnight to 6 a.m., if you get home from work at 5 or 6 and plug in, Even if you're plugged in, your Tesla won't actually start charging until midnight, which again is just a little bit less stressful to have your Tesla not charging during the hottest parts of a summer day. Now, number 7, if you're out and about, you definitely want to take advantage of the Keep Climate feature in your Tesla. So if you're running errands in your Tesla and you'll be out for like 5 or 10 minutes, you can enable Keep Climate mode, and just like it sounds, it'll keep the climate in your car at whatever temperature you set it at while you're gone. Because your Tesla can get very hot very quickly on a hot day, and you don't want to be all sweaty getting in and out of your car if you're just running a quick errand. Keep Climate is just like dog mode, which is also useful if you have dogs you need to leave in a car on a hot day. The only difference is dog mode displays the temperature on the big screen, so anybody walking by who will see dogs in your car won't freak out and they'll know it's cool inside your car. Now, number 8, a mistake I made because I just didn't know better at the time. You don't want to let your car get stinky. So Tesla recommends changing your air filters every 2 years. If you live in a hot climate like here in Vegas, it might be like every year or even less. If you turn on the AC and smell like a wet sock, vinegar kind of smell, that's not a Tesla feature. That's your air filters begging it to be replaced. And you don't need to call Tesla service to do this for you. It's super easy and cheap to do. I'm not very handy and I can do it myself, and if I can do it, you definitely can do it. I have a how-to video how to do this on my channel, and again, I'll leave a link below with the filters that I got from Amazon that come with everything you need to be able to do this on your own. Now, number 9, I wanted to throw this one in here. It may not be necessary, but I like to keep my drinks cold. And there's 2 ways to do this. First of all, we have hydro flasks we bring with us everywhere here in Vegas, and if you are also like us and do that, you definitely want a hydro flask cup holder. They're great for summer, they keep your drinks cold, but the hydro flasks don't fit in a Tesla cup holder, so you need something like this in your Tesla so your hydro flask isn't just running around. Now, secondly, again, if you want to be bougie, this is our favorite accessory, the coolest Tesla accessory ever made in our opinion, and that is the sub-trunk fridge for your Tesla. Not a cooler, a full functioning refrigerator. Now, if you're a camper or a road tripper, this is absolutely perfect for you guys in the summers. But even if you just go to the grocery store and want to keep some stuff cold, it can also be very handy for you. But if you'll actually use it, it definitely can be worth the investment. Like I said, it's our favorite thing for road trips, camping trips. We love it, and we'll leave a link down below for the one that we have. Now, lastly, the last thing you want to make sure you do in the summer is to maintain the correct air pressure in your tires. Now, some people will say Tesla tires tend to wear a little quicker. I'm not sure if that's true because I know I'm built different, but my Model 3's tires lasted almost 60,000 miles. Now, how did I do that? Well, it wasn't by rotating them because I only did that 3 times, which is shame on me, but I made sure to have my air pressure not too low, but also not too high. Now, some people will argue that overinflated tires just by a little bit will give you a little more efficiency. I don't know if that's true, but I can probably tell you that that will wear your tires out a little more quicker. And Tesla will alert you if your air pressure is too low, but it won't give you any warning if your air pressure is too high. And in the summer, the heat will make your pressure a little bit higher, so you'll want to just check it on those hot days and take some air out if you need to get it where it's supposed to be. The best and easiest way to do this is to get a portable tire inflator that you can carry with you in your car, so you can use it whenever you need to. So that right there is my list of 10 things that you should do with the summer coming upon us very soon to get the most out of your Tesla. But if you're a new Tesla owner or a soon-to-be new Tesla owner, hope this video helped you out. And if you're a current Tesla owner and you have any more tips, leave a comment down below and let me know. But as always, thanks for watching and catch you in the next one.